Hello fellow coders, I'm glad you joined me today. I will be building a very simple web scraper that will extract or scrape data from HTML tables on the web. Coders from all levels can do this. I will take you step by step. All you need is a Python coding environment. If you're new to coding, you can use Google Colabs, which is what I will be using, so you can follow along. And if you're not sure how to set up your Google Colab, watch my Google Colab video. I'll link it in the description below. So if you're all set up and ready, let's dive in. So as I mentioned, we are building a web scraper that is going to scrape data from HTML tables. And in this example, I am looking for a list of all of the Nintendo 64 games. And if you notice on this Wikipedia list of Nintendo 64 games, the data that I'm looking for is in an HTML table, a very long HTML table. So this data will work perfectly for the web scraper we are building. So first things first, we're going to open up a new Google Colab notebook or whatever Python environment you're working with. We're going to import pandas as PD. We'll go ahead and run that. And now for our scraper, we can come back to our website, copy the URL. Then here I'm going to name our scraper N64 scraper. And we're going to tell it to read the HTML from the URL of the website. To do that, we type in pd.read HTML, since that is what we are reading. And in parentheses, we are going to paste the scraper. Now if we just call N64 scraper and run that, our web scraper works. We have data flowing in from this URL. However, it's not exactly what I'm looking for. It's kind of all over the place. I want it in a format that I can read. It also looks like it has a lot of extra things that I don't need. So we can fine-tune this web scraper just a little. So to make this data a little bit easier for me to sift through, I'm going to add a few things. And I'll just come back in the same box here. For IDX, for index, in the table, and enumerate N64 scraper, I'm going to add a delineator just to help me sort through the table to actually find what I'm looking for and what I want to bring over. I can print any kind of delineator here. I'm going to use some underscores. You can do this however you like. Index. Then I want it to actually tell me the index. And then maybe add the rest of the line. And now we're going to print the table. All right, and if we scroll up, we can see that this did exactly what I asked it to do, which was print a line with a little index notifier for me to see what I'm looking at. And it looks like the information that I'm looking for is under index 1. As you can see here, we start to see the list of the names of the games, and that's what I want. So since I know exactly where to find what I'm looking for, all I need to do now is call the N64 scraper and tell it to print at index 1. We can run that, and voila, we have a very pretty table with a list of all the N64 games, which is exactly what I was looking for. If you're using Google Colab provides this nifty little button right here. It's like a little magic wand. If you click that, it turns it into an interactive table, sort of magically. So now I can come up here, I can filter, I can sort through all of these, I can show all of them if I like, and that's it. We have our web scraper, we have extracted the data that we were looking for, and it was that simple. So if you are going to use this web scraper, leave me a like on this video so I know that it helped you, and if you like HTML or Python tips like these, please subscribe to my channel so we can go on lots of coding adventures together.